Blake.
And I'm David Ross. We are in grade 4.
And today we will be doing a test with acid reflux, otherwise known as heartburn. We are going to show how to neutralize it. So here are our supplies.
We're going to be using funnels and uric acid. And we're going to be using these gloves and these masks and these cups.
We will also be using calcium antacid pills, Galveston pills, acid reducer, even though we don't have it on the plate right now, goggles, coarse salt, measuring cup, and a very important part, pH strips. This and that will be the heart and soul of what we're doing.
How heartburn happens. It comes from greasy foods or coffee. The acid from your stomach, it comes into your esophagus and it gives you a heartburn.
Fatty foods also, or being overweight can also result in heartburn. Here's the stomach. Now, a full stomach holds about 2 liters. So, if 2 liters is like the limit of your stomach, if you have like 1.5 liters, there's a chance of getting heartburn. So there's the esophagus. It will irritate the esophagus, and that will result in heartburn. But to neutralizing you will have to raise the pH. We're gonna be testing 3 of them. We're gonna be using Galveston, calcium antacid tums, basically, and it's some sort of extra strength pill.
Our experiment is about measuring the pH of acidity.
pH is a measure of acidity. To test a pH, you need something like pH strips. They will measure how acidic something is. Like a pH 1 means it's a level 1 in acidity, which is extremely high. 7 would be neutral. So for us, we have a couple things household items that you could possibly measure, and our pH strips.
I have lemon juice and water, and I'm going to be testing the acidity of them.
Why? Do you predict if that's going to be low or high acidity, David?
High.
Dip the whole thing.
What is it?
Lemon juice. As you can see, it kind of looks like both of them, but it's pH 1. A very acidic substance. This is water, and I'm going to be predicting it's a 7 or 8.
That's probably low enough.
This is a 4 or a 6.
This is vinegar. I'm predicting it's going to be a 1 or a 2. Vinegar is an acid.
It's good. You don't have to leave it in long.
Looks like a 2.
David?
I tested lemon juice and water. We used pH strips, and this was a 1 and this was a 6. This one was very acidic and this one wasn't acidic.
And I tested orange juice and vinegar. Vinegar got a 2, quite acidic. Orange juice got a 5, slightly acidic. Hello, today we will be using this artificial stomach and filling it with our artificial stomach acid that we are about to make. Why, you might ask, we would do this? It is because
We are going to be creating stomach acid with distilled water and weak hydrochloric acid and pure salt.
the stomach holds about 2 liters of these ingredients, and we will start now. This is 200 milliliters of our very weak hydrochloric acid. Now we will add our distilled water. $800 milliliters in. Please tell me that was right. We have just put in 1.8 liters of distilled water now, and we have also put in 200 milliliters of hydrochloric acid. Now we will be adding our pinch of salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon. And now just wait.
We are going to be testing the pH of the stomach acid.
Should be about 1.
It should be about 1.
Out.
Looks like a 1 or 2.
It's a 1.
I am going to be testing the pH
Using a calcium carbonate pill. As you see, it's going to take a while to actually get the full effect.
We are stirring the solution.
These gloves are a little hard to cope with. Okay. Now we will test our acid that we have just added our calcium carbonate pill to. Give it a quick dip. Looks a lot lighter.
We are putting another calcium carbonate pill in.
Here we go. Ooh. Okay, now after 2 antacid pills, we are about to measure the pH. And we are going to see if we've neutralized it any further. Is that it?
It is a 5, and it has been neutralized.
To neutralize this pH means we have raised it so that it will irritate the esophagus a lot less.
We are now testing it. We have put 3 in calcium carbonated in, and now I'm going to test. We hope it's a 6 or a 7. 7 would be neutral.
Good.
Looks like a 6.
Okay, here we have 3 smaller bottles of our artificial stomach acid. We are going to be using 3 different antacids to neutralize it. We will have Tums, acid reducer, Galveston, and we are going to see which one works best.
My prediction is acid reducer.
My prediction is Galveston. Starting first of all, we are going to put our Galveston in. Next, we will put our acid reducer in. Tiny pill. Next, we will be putting our calcium antacid in. Tums. Here we go. Okay, so here we've done all the mixing and stuff and let the pills go. So now, we're going to start with Galveston. Test its rates. Oh, looking bad. It's a 2.
Now I am going to be testing acid reducer. And it is 2. Now we have done Tom's, and Tom's is 1. It is.
Now it is time for test number 2 in our comparisons. Once again, we are using Gaviscon, acid reducer,
And
Tums.
Tom's.
Okay, so here we have our Gaviscon after the pill, and I'm about to test it. Well, this is truly convincing.
Okay, now I will be testing acid reducer.
Oh.
And it looks like
2.
now we will be using Tom's.
Test.
And it is 5. Tom's is winning. They have 2 rounds, and now we are going to be doing the 3rd round.
Let's see if it can keep its championship. I'm about to test the pH of Gaviscon. Here I go. Gaviscon, round 3 was a 2.
Okay, now I am testing acid reducer for the 3rd time. We hope it's better than 3. And it has, I think it's a...
This is Tom's round 3. Five. Here's the 4th and final test.
What are you testing?
This one was Gaviscon. It looks pretty hot on the competition.
Number 2.
Acid reducer. Now I am testing it.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, wait. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's cut out those parts.
I think it's a 3.
It's a 4th and final round. I predict it's a 5.
With the final round of what?
4th and final round of Tums. I predict it's a 5.
5 or 6 I have to take in the middle.
5. It's a
Looks like a 5.
Tests conclude that Tums is the most useful for relieving and neutralizing stomach acid. This thing will relieve you of heartburn for sure.